Are you looking for the best nail guns? In this video we will look at some of the 5 best nail guns on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. DeWalt 20V Max 16 GA Angled Finish Nailer Kit. We didn't set out to choose a finish nailer as our best pick, but the 16-gauge DeWalt Angled Finish Nailer excelled in several areas. It's not suitable for framing or installing shingles, but we felt it offered the best overall combination of features, power, and versatility. DeWalt is a reputable manufacturer of both DIY and pro tools, so we were expecting this model to be a top performer, and it didn't disappoint. After charging the battery fully, we loaded a strip of 20-degree 2.5-inch 16-gauge nails in the rail. We shot nails into oak, walnut, and pine boards and, using the depth adjustment feature, we changed the nail head depth to suit the hardness/softness of the specific wood. This finish nailer shot the nails flawlessly, even when we switched to bump mode and ran through the clip at a rapid pace. We then loaded a strip of 1.25-inch nails and continued testing. It shot the shorter nails just as smoothly as the longer ones. In all, we shot more than 250 nails, and the gun never jammed. That's pretty impressive since some nail guns jam frequently when shooting in bump mode. We found the DeWalt Angled Finish Nailer easy to use and comfortable to hold with its rubberized grip and ergonomic shape. This powerful finish nailer is suitable for installing casing, baseboards, stair risers, or for any other project where finish nails are called for. At number 2. Porter Cable 20V Max 18 GA Cordless Brad Nailer Kit. Trim carpenters don't have to spend a lot to get a reliable brad nailer or pinner. The Porter Cable 18-gauge brad nailer offers everything needed to install small or delicate trim and comes at an attractive price point. We charged the Porter Cable's battery, loaded a strip of 2-inch 18-gauge nails, and started testing. We shot the nails into hardwood and softwood, and we used the tool's nail depth adjustment as we switched between woods of various hardness to ensure the heads of the nails ended up just below the surface of the wood. The Porter Cable shot nails smoothly and accurately. The gun jammed once when we were firing nails into knots in oak, something carpenters intentionally avoid to keep a nail gun from jamming, but the tool's jam release level made it simple to remove the jammed nail and continue testing. In all, we ran more than 200 nails through this brad nailer, and we were impressed at its accuracy and power. It performed just as well when we tested it with shorter 5/8-inch nails. The only downside to this brad nailer is the lack of an angled nail rail. It still works very well, but an angled rail would make it easier to use in tight spots. Still, for the price, this is a top performer for anyone who needs to install ceiling cove or other delicate trim. It does not have a bump mode, but many brad nailers do not, and that is not a detriment in a brad nailer where precision is more important than speed. At number 3. Bostitch 1.25-inch to 2.5-inch Coil Sighting Nailer. The Bostitch 1.25-inch to 2.5-inch coil sighting nailer proved to be efficient at installing sighting and wood fencing. Since a single coil of nails can come with 3,000 nails or more, this model will allow installers to move quickly without needing to stop frequently to refill the nails. We connected the pneumatic sighting nailer to our air compressor and inserted a coil of 2-inch by 0.092-inch galvanized nails. We shot nails into 2 types of sighting, cedar and fiber cement sighting. The tool's depth gauge allowed us to adjust the nail depth to suit the type of sighting, so the nail head sat flush with the material. We switched from single fire mode to bump mode and could shoot the nails in quick succession in both types of sighting. The gun didn't jam until we accidentally hit a nail that was already in the sighting. It doesn't feature a quick clear jam release, but many coil nailers don't, so we cleared the jam and continued testing. The Bostitch sighting nailer also comes with a swivel rafter hook that we thought should have been a belt hook since the tool is designed to be used on sighting. An installer is going to need to pick up new sighting strips frequently, and it would have been nice to be able to hang the tool on a tool belt rather than lay it down each time. Plus, rafters are usually not in the immediate vicinity when installing sighting, so the rafter hook seemed like a poor design choice. At number 4. Bostitch 2-in-1 Flooring Tool. The Bostitch 2-in-1 flooring tool works on a slightly different principle than the other nailers we tested, but not only did it save a lot of time, it also ensured that the hardwood strips were seated tightly against one another. We tested it on an actual hardwood floor installation, and we liked it so much that we completed the whole floor with it. It sure beats the manual way of nailing each flooring strip by hand. We loaded the flooring nail gun with 2-inch long 16-gauge nail cleats, which are nails with a tiny bend at the top rather than a traditional nail head. It also accommodates 15.5-gauge flooring staples. After connecting the flooring nailer to the air compressor via a hose, we started nailing the strips. We positioned the Bostitch flooring nailer against the edge of the hardwood strip we wanted to attach. Rather than a trigger, this nailer features a mallet actuator, a knob that causes the nailer to fire a cleat when hit with the included mallet. It didn't take a hard hit to get the nailer to fire, more of a firm tap. Installing hardwood requires inserting a nail through the tongue side of a tongue and groove strip at an angle that goes through the tongue and into the subflooring. With the Bostitch, there was no guessing, the nailer shot each nail at just the right angle. In addition, when we hit the mallet actuator, the force of the nail firing helped secure the strip we were installing against the previous strip. Win-win. Every cleat fired smoothly, and the nailer never jammed. If it had, however, we would have had to remove the jammed cleat manually since there is no quick jam release option. We were delighted with the amount of time this nailer saved on installing hardwood flooring. At number 5. Metabo HPT 1 3/4-inch coil roofing nailer. If there's one place no one wants to have to refill nail strips frequently, it's on a roof. That's why coil roofing nailers are so popular with professional roofers, and the Metabo HPT 1 3/4-inch coil roofing nailer was just as good as any we've ever used. It shoots standard 12-gauge roofing nails from 7/8 to 1 3/4 inches long. We loaded in a coil of 1 3/4-inch nails and connected the nailer via a hose to our portable air compressor and started testing. We used this pneumatic nail gun to attach asphalt shingles to a shed roof. At first, the nail heads were slightly too high, so we adjusted the tool's depth adjustment until they were flush with the shingles. We tested the Metabo in both single fire mode and bump mode and found that it shoots quickly and powerfully. At one point, we must have hit a nail in the sheathing beneath the shingle, and the gun jammed. Clearing away the jam was simple though. We just opened the nose of the nail feeder and used a small rod and a hammer to tap it out. A feature some may overlook that we appreciated was the rubber bumpers on the sides of the tool. This is great for those times the roofer has to lay the gun down on the roof when positioning a new strip of shingles. The rubber helps keep the tool from sliding off the roof. This feature would be particularly helpful on this tool, as it doesn't have a belt hook. We also liked the rubber-coated grip that allowed us to get a firm grasp when using the tool. The Metabo is a sound roofing nailer, and we shot more than 150 nails during our test. Plus, it weighs just 5.5 pounds, making it easy to take up on a roof.